In my previous talk, we discussed the meaning of worship. We saw that worship is praising God, which means that we think highly of God. We saw that we praise God primarily for one thing, for God being holy. Let's think a little further about that. We see the greatness of God as God is holy, and we praise God. In Syriac, we say Kadish at Aloho, which is translated to English as Holy art thou, O God. Holy art thou, O God. So which means that God alone is holy. God is the only being who can be described as holy. God is the only one who doesn't do any mistakes, anything wrong, anything unjust. But in our languages, we use the word holy in another meaning too. When you say Holy Bible, a holy day, a holy place, or a holy people or saints, they all have a different meaning. When you say Holy Bible, it simply means this book is a special book. It's a book that talks about God. It's a sacred book. Well, the word sacred is actually a better word for all these. A holy building, a holy church, a holy day. They all means probably a day dedicated to God, a place dedicated to God. What do we mean when you say a holy person? It simply means that a person who has dedicated himself to God, to a godly life. So, saying that a person is holy and God is holy are two different things. When you say God is holy, we mean that God doesn't do anything wrong at all. God is 100% holy. God is without any mistakes, without any injustice. God is 100% good. Now, the question is this. Why do we say that? Based on what? How can we say that? How do we know that? When you say God is 100% good, we mean that we are not so. We are not 100% good. We do mistakes. We do errors in life. It's human to err. To err is human, we say. Why do we do mistakes in life? A simple reason is this. We do everything. We lead our life. We speak. We think. We do everything based on our knowledge, based on what we know about this life. So our actions, our words, our thoughts, everything are based on our knowledge. And our knowledge is limited. We don't have all knowledge. We came to this world as children, knowing nothing. And we learned each day more and more. Now, when I look back, let's say 10 years ago or 20 years ago, I say, oh my God, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. So today I realize many things that I did earlier as mistakes. Today I do so many things which I don't know are mistakes, but I might know they are mistakes about 10, 20 years later. So that means our knowledge increases as days pass. our knowledge keeps on increasing. And as the knowledge increases, we will be able to live a better, more righteous life. But what about God? God doesn't need to increase knowledge. God knows everything. Because God knows everything, God does everything right. God is 100% holy. God doesn't do any mistakes at all. God is 100% good. One day, somebody approached Jesus Christ and addressed him, "Good Lord," he said. And Jesus took it as a learning opportunity, a teaching opportunity. Jesus asked him, "Why do you call me good?" "God alone is good," Jesus said. God alone is good because God alone is the only God, knows everything. Therefore, God alone can have a life without committing anything wrong, without doing any mistakes at all. So when you say God is holy, holy art thou, O God, or Kadishat Aloho, this is what we mean. That God alone, God is the only being who can exist without doing anything wrong. We all do mistakes in our life. If we realize this, we will be able to forgive each other and seek forgiveness, which will help us to love each other.